Okay, I'm back, girl.
Oh,
Yeah, but
okay. It's cold in this car. Oh,
that's what
Jesus.
was going on. So he's upset because the little baby parade that he was trying to create didn't turn out the way he wanted it to turn out. So now he comes back and he bans 30 more countries, travel ban. Ghana is one of them.
They can let him do all kinds of shit.
Yep. Yep. Ghana is one of them.
You say Ghana.
Yeah, Ghana is on
What
that too.
Ghana got to do with?
Burkina Faso. So they mad with Burkina Faso because Burkina Faso was originally governed by France, but the new president was in the military. They overthrew France and told them to get out of Burkina Faso, which is over in Africa, and so they pushed everybody out. And now this guy named he's a military general, and I think he's about 38, 39, young guy. And he told them, he was like, they got to go because they taken all of our resources. We don't want nothing to do with them. They don't use their money. They done created their own money. They doing everything. So now France is mad with Burkina Faso and goes to Peter Pumpkin Eater, and says to Peter Pumpkin Eater that his name is Ibram Traore, that he is taking the money from the people over there, and that's the propaganda that they go on. That's what they go on to make America want to go in and try to invade and say that they're taking the monies and taking all their resources from the people and starving the people. No, they not. That man done did so much in that country within the past couple years, just being in government, being the president over there, or whatever they call him, president, prime minister, I don't know. But now Peter Pumpkin Eater is mad because he, everybody around the world is telling France and America to stay away. Don't go over there messing with them people, because that means everybody else is going to be on their side, even Russia.
Right.
Even Russia. Because he
Oh,
invited,
really?
yeah, Russia invited him to his country to talk. So, because they trying to create a war. They're trying to create a world war. So they just trying to figure out who is the weakest link that they can do the war on, and what country has what that they can take, either its resources, minerals, whatever. Africa has everything over there.
Yeah.
They have everything over there. Now, Israel is battling with Iran.
Yeah. They just bombing up
They
folks.
bombing up, just bombing. So now that narcissistic leader they got over there, uh I gotta come up with a name for him in a minute. Um yeah,
I
he
thought they got rid of him.
no, that man is still over there trying to incite a war. And then he's lying on national TV saying that Iran tried to assassinate Trump. Peter Pumpkin Eater.
Mm.
If anybody was trying to assassinate him, would be these fake actors that they hired during the campaign, because nobody was really trying to do nothing to him, because if they wanted to, they would have. And so they didn't.
Right, right,
So all he's doing is trying to incite a war.
right.
But
A war
yeah, so that
and
so
riots.
yeah, so that America can come and fight Iran with them. So it's a mess, girl. It is a mess.
Yeah, well, somebody gonna get killed. That's all I
Yeah,
know.
it's gonna be some bodies. Some bodies.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but the main body is
Mm-hmm.
Peter, fucking damn Peter.
Oh, they gonna hire
He
him.
need to be number damn one.
They gonna hire him and the rest of them. They all gonna be in the bunker while we out here trying to fight for our lives, you know, and and trying to get away from all the nuclear crap they gonna drop
Trying to
on us.
survive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just came in and destroyed in January, February, March, April, May, June, in
6
6 months.
months.
6 months
Yeah.
destroyed Now, how is that making this place great again?
And I don't see nothing the Senate is doing, Congress is doing. They just sitting back saying, fuck it.
No, they sitting back
Let
going
them
and
do
having
whatever.
interviews and talking about the same stuff over and over. Stop.
But we ain't doing nothing about it.
Yeah, stop talking to us
That's my
about
point.
what he's doing. We already know what he's doing and what he's not doing. Then they had this extremist, a MAGA extremist that went and killed a senator and his wife.
Oh yeah, I saw that and shot the other couple several times.
Yep.
Luckily they survived.
Yep. And then had a list of other Democratic senators or political party that he had a list. Yeah, he had a list. And then he was going to go to the protest and do a mass shooting. He was just going to go out there and start shooting everybody.
And why he did that? Why was he going to do that?
Because he's trying to take his country back. That's called patriotism. That's patriotism in his eyes.
Oh, the guy.
The guy, yeah. That's patriotism. And then, if I'm not mistaken, he's also a Christian nationalist. That's why I don't get in people with these churches. Them people are evil. Because you know there's different gods out there that people worship. Everybody don't worship the same God.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
They idols.
Yep.
Idol gods.
Yep. You got to be careful around
but I heard that was Sunday. I think when I heard it on CNN.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And because every now and then I go on CNN to see just what Punkanita damn doing.
Yeah.
And then they were talking about the couple, and I'm like, huh?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And how he was gonna go. I mean, he had done gunned down another couple, and then he had this list.
Yep.
Where he was gonna go and shoot up more couples or more people.
Yep.
On the list.
Minnesota shooting. Vance Bolter is in custody, remains in custody. First of all, y'all don't need to hold him in custody. Y'all need to go ahead and just
fire guard his ass.
Yeah, just do whatever needs to be done. The crime he commit is the crime he needs, is the punishment he needs to get.
Yeah, I forgot they did catch him.
Yeah, they caught him.
Yeah. 57-year-old ugly white man.
Mm-hmm. And so now Peter Pumpkin Eater, he's focusing on all the blue states to not fund them and to go into those blue states and deport and do the mass deportation and send all these fake ICE people, because those people are not to be, in my opinion, and I said this during the 2020 riots, the protests with George Floyd. Those people that were out there, those were not people from here. Those were militia groups, mercenaries, places that people they done hired from out the country to come over here and call themselves getting some law and order. Those people were coming over here from different countries, so you know they don't care about shooting Americans. They don't care.
They ain't got shit going on in their country. As far as, stability or a job, so they say they're going to give them some money to do X, Y, and Z.
They going to do it.
They going to come and do it.
They're going to do it. Yeah. It was big. That, and I was actually going to go to the protest, but then when I realized, wait a minute, I should have went early, but I forgot I had that workshop with Eve, and by the time it was over, I wouldn't have been able to get down there. I wouldn't have been able to find nowhere to park. It just would have been a mess for me to try to get down there, because I was just gonna go and record. Go and record. So the Miami City Commissioners, they got together to vote on agreeing with ICE to crack down on all the illegal immigrants here, which I don't even know how they know. So if you like, it's certain places or certain areas where they're doing a lot of construction on my commute to work, and all those sites are completely empty. That's not even completed. And they building highways and expressways, and they just sitting there with all the bricks and everything hanging off. So that won't ever get done.
Nope.
That won't ever get done.
The black folks, the black men, they want to sit up under the damn tree.
Well,
and they used to always had jobs.
Yeah, because I was gonna say it's not that they sit up under the tree, because it's a group of them that does that, and I think those are the ones that are either older, up in age, and they ain't trying to do nothing, so they sit up under the tree. And now they don't even have trees to sit up under anymore, because they done bought that land and build up high-rise apartments, so they can't sit up under nobody tree. They got to sit on the corner. So
at the store.
Yeah, at the storefront, they stand out there. But the thing about it is, a lot of these construction companies and these developments and these developers, rather, they're owned by these Latin countries, and they come over here. They don't hire them. They go try to get a job, but they won't hire them. They're gonna hire only Latin people, because they're gonna hire those Latin people or those immigrants because they can pay them what they want to. You can't do that with a black person. I'm coming in here to work, and I got skills, and nah, you can't pay me no $20. You can't pay me no $20 or $10 an hour. No, you gonna have to pay me, and they're not gonna hire them. So
I don't even know what happened to the union.
I don't know. They trying to get rid of the union.
Like when Joe Caleb was over the labor's union.
Mm-hmm.
He fought for them to get jobs.
The labor union in South Florida.
Yeah. The headquarters was right there on 10th Avenue and 62nd Street.
Oh, okay.
Across from Tacosi.
Yeah.
That was their headquarters. And they always had work,
Mm-hmm.
But then, like when he got assassinated, I don't know whatever, there's nothing ever materialized on getting another president.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The only union I know of is the what you call that union that everybody want to try to get on to work at the port.
Oh, I don't know. I can't remember the name of it. I think I know what you're talking. Oh, to work at the port. Yeah. I can't remember. I can't remember the name of it, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we pass it every day on the bus.
Yeah.
It's over town.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll come to me.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the only union I know of for black folks,
Yeah.
Like I said, all the construction used to be full of blacks.
Yeah.
Now all you see is Latin folks.
Yeah, because the people who own these development companies that comes to get these things built, they have to reach out to a construction company, and the construction company is owned by someone that's Latin, and they're not going to hire nobody black. They just not. Because that one, they're not going to hire them because they're black, and then two, they're not going to hire them because they're not going to pay them what they're worth, and the black person is not going to do it. They're not going to do it. They'll be like, nah, man, I'm good. So, but lately, I got to say, I've been seeing a lot of black guys working on the road. And I guess that's because now they don't have a choice but to hire them and pay them what they're worth.
Right. Right. Because y'all done got rid of all the damn...
You done got rid of all the immigrants.
People.
Yep.
Dumbasses.
Yeah. But, yeah, so... Anyway, girl, that was our conversation for Peter Pumpkin Eater and his had a wife and couldn't keep her. Oh, and it's a video. It's a video going around with her standing next to him, his mail order bride, standing next to him, and everybody was. This was at the little fake parade. They call the parade the Timu parade because it was a hot mess. And
the Timu.
Yeah, Timu. Timu. Timu.
Oh God.
Timu. She was standing.
Who the hell he thought he was? No, who the hell he thought he was? A dictator?
Yeah, he wanted to be praised so bad.
Effer.
But he was asleep. He was sitting in the stand sleep. He was sitting in the stand sleep. And, and then he got up to stand at the podium to, I guess, to speak, or after he spoke, he was just standing there. And they was looking at him like, why is he still standing there? Because he was sleeping while he was standing. So somebody had to go over there and have him to walk the other way. To have him to walk off. But there's a video with him standing in front of the podium.
So where's the damn order bride?
She's standing next to him. She's standing.
Okay.
She's standing.
Did you try to help it?
No, she turned her head and rolled her eyes. Ooh, girl. She turned her head and rolled her eyes like, oh, how long is this gonna, how long do I have to suffer with this? Well, that's what you wanted.
Really? Because I'm surprised she was even there.
Yep, that's what you wanted. Yes, you see the other two, they divorced him. Yeah, but see, she probably under a contract because she was selected from.
She always making deals.
Yeah, she under a contract with him.
Deals.
Cause he met her at the Epstein Island. That's where
at the island.
Yeah, cause she was an escort. She was one of them escorts.
Yeah. That's why Elon Musk said he in the Epstein files.
Yeah, then he get online and go, oh my gosh, I shouldn't have said what I said. It just went out of, it was just way too much. You know, I regret saying the things that I said. Shut up, because it was all fake. I don't believe nothing they do. When they start saying, oh my gosh, you know, the girls are fighting. They kept saying the girls are fighting. The girls are fighting.
What girls? Them two?
Yeah, they call them girls.
They call them bromance.
They call them girls. The girls are fighting. And I'm like, y'all believe that? Y'all believe that? They are not fighting, honey. That is just a distraction. That's a distraction. Because, okay. Yeah. Well, I'm going to call you back. Or call me when you, I guess, get to your office and get settled. Okay. All right. Well, then call me when you get to your office and get settled.
Okay.
All right. Hey, beautiful faces. Thank you all so much for tuning in to this episode of On the Phone with Sunny with my special guest, Beulah. Stay tuned for the next show.